Hello and welcome back to RefleX. In any case, we freed ourselves from that little situation with Virgo, and now we're heading into the orbital passage, which I believe, though I'm not entirely sure, is an orbital elevator. Though an orbital elevator that looks like this is kind of out there, but we'll just give it a go for now. In any case, you may have noticed the timer is a bit different. That's because the levels in RefleX can vary pretty wildly in length. This stage alone is about twice as long as the first stage, and other stages will be shorter and so on. Now, I don't know how you'd stick this much defense into an orbital elevator, or, well, if you're British, an orbital lift. But one of the little tags in the intro to RefleX was there a mole? Because the Global Unified Army seems to know everywhere we're going. In any case, the mid-boss of this level is somewhat more substantial than the mid-boss of the prior level. Taurus is a big old tank. Not as impressive as Agitaro was, but it has some tricks, such as catching me off guard, with my finger off the shield button. Also, you can actually collide with Taurus's center section, and shields don't protect you from collisions. Don't ask how I know this. In any case, I will be milking some bosses for score. Not that score actually does anything in this game, unlike in Ultimax Second. But just because of reflection practice and all that. So here's the first evidence that your shield can defend against anything. You can't reflect that particular beam, though there will be reflectable beams later. But manage your shield right, and it shouldn't be too much of a problem to take down Taurus. Once the main turret is done, there's not much to worry about. Yeah, the thing is, the current plans for an orbital elevator are more like an orbital tether that uses a thin ribbon which serves as the base through which crawlers go up and down through the atmosphere and into a geosynchronous orbit. The idea of a gigantic, massive structure fell out of favor actually around the 1950s. But I guess the solid structure type more captures the imagination of certain kinds of science fiction creators, as there was a similar structure-based orbital elevator in Front Mission Gun Hazard. Okay, Scorpio! This is one of the more beloved boss designs of the Sitterskane people, because this boss actually shares a few attacks with Guardian Soldier Alacron, like this one. So you can say that this design actually shows up in all three of the Tale of Altinex games. Scorpio is a bit meaner to deal with because it's extremely aggressive and likes to use the whole screen. Collisions are pretty much your biggest worry when fighting Scorpio. And it'll press that whenever it can. The bosses in the Tale of Altinex games tend to be a bit more dynamic, at least starting with RefleX, rather than keeping to their half of the screen. Yes, it even tried to stab us. If I'd blocked a couple more of those homing lasers, I would have been able to get a one-cycle kill, but that's just the way things go sometimes. I'm going to hold off on actually destroying it because, as low on life as it is, I could destroy it with even our main shot. I don't feel like it. I want to see that ×4 pop up. And that should be it. Scorpio is down, and we'll be seeing you next time.